Welcome viewers back to Heart of the Machine, where we are locked in combat with the slumlords, the Vorceber enforcement, trying our damnedest to forcibly evict the poor from the slums of Vorceber City. Somewhere in Siberia, in fact. We have 2 enemy attacks planned on our slum deconstruction hub. We are out of movement for this turn, and we are waiting to accumulate enough micro builders to make an industrial micro builder fab, which I'm hoping will begin to put our micro builder woes behind us. Let's go ahead and advance to turn 132. Our long-range deterrence took care of the Nicobots. Looks like we did destroy a couple slum houses, so we are now up to almost 12,000 of the million citizens removed we need. We did attract more slumlords over in from this direction. Luckily we have a predator stationed there. And 2 worker predators here helping to clear slumlords. Doesn't look like there's any serious threat over that direction. Before I forget, I'm going to move the convictor first things first. Let's move him. Hopefully we can get a 2-point move. We're gonna have to spend, there's a 2-point move, but mostly the wrong direction. I think we're gonna have to spend 4 points minimum, in which case we can probably move them a little further. Maybe not. It looks like about here is as far as he can go. Look at that though, he is in range from there. Finally, the giant convictor mech who we've been holding in the shadows. Wow, that thing is scary looking. Look how pointy. It's finally coming into range. Over here, we're going to use this predator to take out these 2 slumlords. Maybe move him a little closer. And then let's move this one over there also. Don't think we want to move through the mines here, so let's get him up around this way. And he's got one more shot he can take on there. It looks like the other one's shooting at a predator. So I'm going to go ahead and use a battle recharge. Take him out, just so we don't take any damage there. Leave the map view on contemplations just in case anything else pops up. Let's take a look. We can make the industrial microbuilder fab finally, and this needs to go in an existing building. We have a nice building here. Doesn't look like it's going to cause or require any deterrence, so yeah, this seems as good a place as any. Let's drop one there. We can't make 2 yet because they do take a lot of microbuilders to make. And I don't want to make these yet. We still don't really have a good source of neodymium. So that's another problem. But what's our ledger say right now? Currently, it's really neodymium and wealth that we're worried about more than anything else. Wealth should honestly be getting alleviated by this building, which still nobody's coming into our mine farms because in order to support people in mine farms, we would need some kind of food to give them, which it doesn't look like. There, nutrition blend refinery. So until we have this, we're not going to be gaining, not going to be getting anybody into that building. So this will happen after we make more micro builders. Filtered water expense is 22,000 there, so this might cause a whole bunch of other chain collapse. So it might make more sense, rather than worry about that, to construct another Raven and have her go out and steal from the Syndicate again, which is going to cost us determination. Determination, which we have plenty of. We have 75, so we can afford to go do that. That's probably the next step. I did make some android room, so we can make a Raven. Let's go ahead and drop a Raven as close as we can to there. And next turn we'll have her go and steal some wealth. It looks like also we're going to have to do some more scavenging for more neodymium. And there's plenty of that around. And it also looks like, because we've grown our network range pretty far, that what we really need is an Android launcher over here. Android launcher also takes microbuilders, so we're kind of stuck on waiting for microbuilders until we get more of those. We're out of mental energy, so we can't improve the construction speed here. Let's go ahead and move to turn 133. We'll see about improving this after we deal with all of these things. So we have a Nickelbot. Nickelbot is attacking our slum deconstruction hub. That turn we got up to 13,000, so this deconstruction hub is a little slow. We could make a few more of those. We are also getting attacked by slumlords directly, so let's go ahead and shoot them to preserve our forces, and then we'll shoot this Nickelbot. The other two slumlords here are attacking this worker. He's going to take a little damage, but both of these are going to get killed, so I'm not too worried about him. Let's go ahead and use some points to get this microbuilder fab constructed as soon as possible. And I think we have another tech nearby. Yes, we do. That should start outputting some useful microbuilders next turn. I think we can probably start another one as well, so let's go ahead and do that nearby. Maybe over here this time. And we'll send someone over there to start working on it. We have a couple of research to choose here. We can start reverse engineering. I doubt if we're ever going to make either of these mechs, at least not soon. So let's go ahead and do the one that takes the least time, just in case we have something else to do. The only enemy attacks planned here are attacking this predator worker who, yeah, he's going to be hurt a bit, but we also now have 3 predator workers here, so that's good. They are increasing with 6 more mental energy. Let's go ahead and get the Raven to start stealing some money. Just double checking that we are needing that still. Yeah, we're 10 turns away from a wealth problem and 5 turns away from a neodymium problem. Now, I'm going to have to scan through all of our buildings because I can't remember if there was something specific that we learned about that made neodymium. The predator factories are consuming it pretty rapidly, so I might have to turn one of those off. Let's just go and walk through the buildings really quickly. Not necessarily walk through, but scan through looking for the neodymium icon just to see if there's anything that outputs. I don't think there is. If there was, yeah, like bauxite skimmer doesn't do it. That makes liquid gallium and bastnasite. Bastnasite gives you bastnasite, I guess, which we haven't really a use for as far as I know. The rest of this stuff, I was hoping that one of these new industrial things would give us mineral scrounger. Any hovering orbs? I think we're already doing this with our full capacity, yeah. We do want to make the nutrition blend refinery as soon as possible also, just to get people starting to move into our mine farm. I think we can do that even though it's not a project anymore. But we'll see. Of course, that does take vat-grown meat, hydroponic greens, filtered water, so we'll have to check that we're not going over our limits on the ledger. Made slurry mines last episode, so those are in full production now, and we have great elemental slurry income. 57k per turn excess, that's good. So Thortfidate skimmer is really the one that makes neodymium, and it makes just enough really to support like one of these buildings. No, not even. It makes enough to support half of one of those buildings. So yeah, there's not really any good neodymium income yet. And these guys right now are just a drain, so it might make sense to go and shut down some of these buildings since we're not using the output. In fact, maybe it is smart to go and deactivate these until such time as we can get back to using them. Like, we're not actually gaining anything from them except project knowledge, and the projects themselves are stalled because of our deep obsession. So I think it makes sense to deactivate all of these. Although it was time consuming to get them up and running, so I don't want to destroy them. Okay, so that's it. Yep, we're short on neodymium. I think until later, what we probably want to do is turn these down. I guess I'll leave one running and see what our ledger looks like next turn. We're going to send the Raven over to steal from Syndicate Storage. That will give us 13,000 wealth for one determination. Not sure I need to do that twice. I think, yeah, we're only, that's like another few turns. Maybe one more time. Actually, with all of those things turned off, we might not even need that one more time. So let's save the determination. Let's bring her back and maybe use her combat to help here. Ooh, yeah, her combat is terrible. Just get her out of there. These guys, I guess I can move you over here and use your combat. And one other thing, Android launcher, 4,400. Okay, so we're still waiting for industrial microbuilder fabs to really start doing something. So let's see what we can get out of that next turn. Turn 134. Hey, furniture acquired, great. And over here, what exactly is happening? Repair spider. Okay, this is just building lines. I thought we were being attacked. All right. TPS report says Computronium refinery is low yield. And ledger says we're low on daily necessities, neodymium, wealth, and Computronium cubes. So why is our Computronium having a problem? And where do we even look at that? Computronium refineries, here we go. These are here and here. Like, we have almost 1 million, so I don't think this is a real issue. It's probably complaining because of the alumina. No, alumina is fine. Elemental slurry is fine. What are you actually complaining about? Maybe it's because we got so low on microbuilders last turn. I'm not sure. We'll keep an eye on that and see if it goes away. I suspect that's just transient. And we really do have plenty, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, over here though, we should spend time finishing this build. And our micro builder output is pretty good. That was 7,500 net this turn. I think we're going to get like 15,000 a turn from now on, roughly. They don't quite produce as many as I'd like, but they do produce a good amount. Oh, look at that. And now it's suggesting that we turn on all of those science labs we turned off. Interesting. Not to mention generators. Alright, what we really want though is more slum deconstruction hubs and more residential megastructures to house people. We are nearing capacity for housing, although we probably still have another couple turns before we reach it. We also want to make the nutrition blend factory, so we're going to wait one more turn, I think, before we make anything else, just so we can make this. But it might make sense to make a slum deconstruction hub sooner. Okay, let's try wait one more turn before we build anything else. We're still deconstructing plenty of slums here. As far as worker frames, we've got one running, and let's check our neodymium expense in the ledger. 17 turns, so yeah, I think we want to start another sledge attack on neodymium. And we're a bit low on defenses for that. We're going to have to destroy the Raven one more time. That gives us 12, so we're going to need 8 more for a sledge and a combat unit to be happy. We have a lot of tech. We could probably get rid of one of these keepers, honestly. Or if not both. That gives us 20, so that's a sledge plus a combat unit. So for hacking, if we stick to the low or mid mild sec force response areas. Interesting. This one is mild sec force response and this one is, oh, both mild. Okay, so both of these are mild. Let's put a sledge down here. And we'll put a combat unit down with him. Or we could destroy another keeper and put another predator down. Or 2 combat units, alternatively. No, not 2. We'd have to get rid of a tech to get to 2 combat units. Could put down a predator. Yeah, let's do... Hard to decide. Let's do another predator. We haven't done a predator in a while. We have a combat unit way over here doing nothing. Oh, right, he is finished. Okay, so I didn't notice, but we must have finished this recently. Site exploration labor amongst the minerals field finished. That gave us an inspiration and tungsten plate armor. Full body armor made from tungsten carbonyl, protective but bulky. Interesting. So that gave us a new armor option and a small arms research. All right, let's actually just kill you and create a new one closer to us. So we'll put predator and a combat unit here, right? 16, or 2 predators. Nice. 2 more predators here seems reasonable. And in fact, let's check the predators' armaments. They have 2 shotguns. That's why they're so powerful. Instead of diamond nanoweave, we could give them 35mm half plate, which would dramatically slow them down and reduce their range, but give them a lot of health. They've never really run out of health. Tungsten plate is very similar, but even more health and more slowdown. So honestly, I think they're fine with the diamond nanoweave, although ultralight plating is better than diamond nanoweaves. Let's switch them to that. And then for weapons, I think they're still on their best possible combat power. No, osmium musket, but to use osmium musket, we'd have to go and scavenge more of this stuff all the time, prismatic tungsten. So I'm not gonna bother with that yet. Ooh, suppressing fire is a new option. Every time this unit fires its weapon, enemy units within the attack range of this unit have their attack and movement range reduced. Just their range. Okay. That doesn't sound that great. Let's keep the main high power shotguns for these guys and give them better armor. And let's start scavenging. So we're going to turn on Wall Ripper and start extracting neodymium. Immediately attacked by multiple Sec Force units. Let's put Force Display on. These guys aren't going to live long because all of our deterrents in the area should kill them, but I'd rather kill them directly and save any damage we might experience, even though we do have a lot of repair spiders in the area. Right, and 2 more mental energy means we should look for other things to do. I guess what I want to do is just get our position set up a little stronger. Maybe make another slum deconstruction lab? Deconstruction hub. Check the ledger. No apparent effect on our neodymium yet. And our wealth is still going down. I don't know. Maybe I should go and look at the wealth input-output and see why. So we're still paying them even though the buildings are deactivated, I think. Let's check one more turn and see if that goes away. But I suspect that's what's going on. Let's just sacrifice these 2 mental energy and go straight to next turn. Something happened there. Doesn't look like any of our people got harmed, but that certainly was a lot of explosions that happened kind of off the edge of the screen. We only have 1 Sec Force here. That's what happened. I think the Convictor was helping and managed to destroy something that we didn't even know was attacking us. Let's go ahead and destroy this with a Predator. And then over here we've got a Slumlord who can be killed by a Predator. 2 more turns to get neodymium income, but we are up a bit. Let's check the ledger this turn. Alright, so our wealth is doing better this turn, it looks like. If we go to wealth, we're still spending a lot. So it doesn't look like turning off those buildings is saving any wealth. Not really sure why it's changing turn by turn though, but now it says 798 turns, so let's leave it alone for now. Oh, I wonder, could be that we're making more money. Can we look at wealth income here? No, there is no wealth income. Okay. Consumed by deals last turn. So the only, okay, so we are not spending this. The only money we're spending is on one of these. Probably on the donuts. Yeah, we're spending 39 wealth per turn to buy donuts. We have almost 800 million. We've never missed payment. We're also buying meals for the AGI. Not buying, we are sending them vat-grown meat and hydroponic greens. As well as water. We're spending hydroponic greens on the underclass, and we're spending meat on the underclass and water on the underclass. Okay, so we have plenty. I think the only thing we're spending money on is donuts. Unfortunately, there's no way to cancel your deals, as far as I could tell, so we're spending that money forever. And that, we got up to 2%, almost 20,000 citizens forcibly rescued. That is way too slow. We're gonna have to build more slum deconstruction hubs. Before we do that, let's see if we can't build a nutrition blend refinery. This is gonna take 22,000 water and 1,400 meat and greens. Pretty sure we have that. Right? Filtered water, yeah, plenty of filtered water. Might be a little low on meat, but plenty of greens. So we might have to make more vat-grown meat if we do this. Very likely, in fact. And hydroponic greens is 1,400. Did I read that correct? That we have plenty? Yeah. So it's really this vat-grown meat we're probably going to be low on. Let's go ahead and start building this. And then once it's built, we'll check in with the ledger and see if it's going to be an issue. So this is a nutrition blend refinery. Do have a tech here who can help build that. I think we might be able to send one of these techs down there to help as well. We'll have that built immediately at the start of next turn. Over here, there's a battle I missed. One enemy attack planned from this Nickelbot. Luckily, this predator is capable of dealing with him. I think we're in the clear. And we have plenty of mental energy left, but not a lot to do with it, unfortunately. I suppose we could start thinking about more street sense options. Might make sense to send somebody down to steal more prismatic tungsten. Although, it's not really that compelling. Could also look into repairing things. So we have robots with damage, right? That one's fine. That one's fine. This one's slightly damaged. Let's see if he's hurt next turn without repairing him. Because it looks like these guys are getting repaired by repair spiders. So I'm not sure that matters. Is there anything else we want to build? Let's go ahead and start another slum deconstruction hub. Our microbuilder income is huge. We're already up to 12k, so it's no longer hard to build this stuff. Let's build another one of these just like right here because we can. Maybe over here? Yeah. Maybe over here and not immediately destroy buildings with it. Oof. I don't know, maybe two. Yeah, let's do that and see if that makes this happen faster. I'm not sure what the range is, again, on these, so I'm not sure how much that's going to help us, but we can at least get a tech over here to start engineering these. Immediately gave us a worker predator. Great. And positive neodymium this turn because of the wall ripping we're doing. Seems reasonable. Does not seem reasonable. This is going to take another 200 turns or so. So hopefully we can speed this up. 4 more mental energy. How much space do we have for droids? None. Interesting. Well, bulk or converted units. Not sure it matters at this point. You know what we could be doing is we could be extending our network range in this direction and maybe thinking about putting down some Android launchers. Let's go ahead and find a network range extender. And I'm going to put one here. And maybe another one over this direction, just to keep extending out this way. I think there were slums over here somewhere, but that's the main slum target, so we really want to extend up there for now. Scanners, that's another option. It doesn't think scanners are buildable right now, probably because we're out of builders. Yeah, micro builders. Okay, we'll wait. 4 more mental energy. Best spend of that is here on these construct these slums. And one more. I guess I could send this senior tech up to construct the range extender. Or you can head that way but not quite reach it. Okay, that's enough for this turn. Let's see. One more turn. Turn 136. A lot of activity this turn. Slumlords here. 7 enemy attacks planned. These ones are annoying. Over here, they brought a bunch of rebel breachers, so that's bad. Let's kill those guys first. Alright, and that was actually everything up here, so we're not really that worried. Down here, we have plenty of predators to take care of these. These look like Nickelbots and a Segforce IP security, which we're gonna have no trouble taking out. And one more up here, another Slumlord. This Slumlord is in range of the Moss Augusta. And that's all of them. How did we do that turn? We're up to 17,000, so we didn't really gain a lot more. I wonder if we're out of space and need to build. Nope. Still have plenty of sheltered human capacity, although maybe we're sending those to refugee tower. Where is our refugee tower? There it is. Nope, not going there either. Wonder if it shows up in life forms as something new. No humans in mine farms yet, unfortunately. It also looks like we fired all of our engineers. That's good. I mean, all of our employees. But yeah, they're not showing up as anything new. They're not showing up as sheltered humans either, as far as I could tell. This number seems to be stuck. Oh no, +8. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's growing very fast, does it? Okay, maybe that's a fluke. I don't know. What else is missing for these? Plenty of slum buildings near them. I wonder if you have to build them closer. No, we're definitely doing it. These buildings are going away. It's just taking a while. Okay, hopefully with these extra ones here, the process will happen faster. We'll see. We probably want more PMCs instead of predators there also, but we'll see. I still don't have the ability to add any orders for the workers. It just seems like that's automated. I do have a research to choose, which means we reverse engineered a mech. We're going to do small arms research again. Buildings wise, this turn, we still have plenty of power. We want to move and get that network range extender being built over here. It's done already. More slum deconstruction hubs, it says. Okay. And they only take electricity, so I don't see why not. Although, what I'm worried about is that we just run out of... look, yes, we are running low on vat-grown meat now, so we do want to make more of this. Neodymium is our primary concern, though. Vat-grown meat, secondary concern, but that means that this should... we should be making... what? The, the slurry required to attract people to our mine farms. Where did I put the slurry building? Wasn't it right here? Yeah, there it is. There we go. Nutrition blend, 22,000 of 39,000. So we might just build it all and not attract anybody to mine farms. We'll see. Doesn't really say it requires anything else. Humans in mine farms. None. Unfortunately, nobody. Okay, well, maybe we should shut down the slurry. We'll see once it reaches cap. Maybe it'll stop using the meat from our vats, and it won't matter. Let's make some more of these. Actually, what about the predator buildings? So right now we have 4 predator frames of 18 cap. So this increases the rate at which we can make them and the cap. So I don't think we need more of those. What about these? These don't really have any information about them. We're just going to want to make more. Where is the question, I guess. And right here is the answer. Let's see if adding more of those actually does increase the rate and go to turn 137. Alright, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely increasing the rate at which we're destroying these. That gave us about 5,000 citizens that turn. We do have a lot of battles happening over here. And just checking out our mine farm. Nope, nobody's visiting yet. So, Seems like... we also are... 39 million is the cap. I was reading that as 39,000. Yeah, okay. It's going to take a while before we reach that cap. Okay. Okay, over here. That poor slumlord will be destroyed. He is going to damage this predator if we don't attack him, though. Can't have that. Over here, we have a couple predators who are going to shoot at Suppose. 3 more enemy attacks planned. Oh, wait, he didn't kill that one? My mistake. Should have looked at that closer. Nickelbots go down, no problem, though. And that's it. We're just going to keep building slum deconstruction hubs in the hopes that building more of these makes this happen faster. And keep sending techs over to construct them. Plenty of power still, so I'm not worried yet. But checking our resources, yeah, 25 turns neodymium. We are going to gather more. Right here, there's another one with a mild response. And 2 more mental energy. Not really a whole lot. Any new contemplations? Nope, just the chance to do surgery, so it's very tempting, honestly. Worst case, we lose a predator forever. Yeah, that's a pretty bad worst case, but it could be better than waiting 1,000 turns to get more citizens. Let's see if these extra slum buildings, slum deconstructors do anything. It says it wants 3 more. Let's keep expanding our network range too, and hopefully our scanner range as well. For now, instead of making scanner range, let's just move ships up there. And let's build network range extender and eventually a Android launcher or 2. And let's do one more turn. Okay, small arms research. We did get a little bit of response here. A lot of slumlords suddenly attacking here, and how many did we get that turn? It's like another 5,000 maybe, so 5,000 into a million, that's like 200 turns, so we're gonna have to up our game. We are seeing proud of sheltered citizens. Group is selecting furniture, so somehow these guys are bringing furniture back to the apartments. What does our shelter capacity look like? Oh, yeah, we're at limit here, so we're gonna have to bump this up. That might be why this is going slower. It's definitely saying make more residential megastructures, so that's next for sure. Unfortunately, finding space for these things might be a challenge. Put one here. And another one right next to it, I think. Yep. 2 there. Feels like there should be room here, but there isn't. Here's base. It's not letting me right click though. Need more micro builders. Okay. Alright, we can get those constructed. We have techs. About 3 more slum deconstruction hubs. Okay, let's send techs over here because it's critical to actually have space for these. Before we do that, though, it's probably wise to finish this combat. So Predator, take care of that guy. 7 enemy attacks. 1 shooting Predator, 2 shooting slum deconstruction hubs, and 2 shooting workers. Predator. This Predator is being targeted by this slumlord. These 2 guys are shooting slum deconstruction hub, and the rest of these are shooting workers. They're not really going to do that much damage. But I'd prefer to clear them out if possible. We do have a tech over here still. Ooh, that's a rebel breacher, not a slumlord. Probably should have focused that one down first. Okay, just 1 slumlord left shooting at this worker. The worker will be fine. We have one more move left. We're gonna need to get these apartments done next turn. Small arms research, shotgun, muzzle velocity seems like the way to go, although mobility and mill style armor, maybe it's about time we picked that. Okay, let's end turn 138, go to 139. Nice ship right in our way. I would like to finish construction there, but I want to take care of battle first. Let's come back to that one. Yeah, actually, let's do that one first. So there's a chance we kill him on 1 shot here. If we had a from behind bonus, it would be better, but we don't. So I have to shoot him twice. That means over here, these rebel breachers are a problem. And then just too many slumlords. So it does look like the amount of workers you have deconstructing buildings definitely has an effect on the number of slumlords that get generated. Alright, one left there. I don't think he's going to destroy a worker. And we should be able to get this building up and start on the next one. And then it is already turn 140. Can we build anything else? We can build... We could start... Ooh, human apartments is small, right? We don't really want that. That shelters an additional 1,400. No, we want the mega structures if possible. It wants us to make 45 more of these. I don't think we're going to be able to fit that many in the city. We can certainly try. Let's make one here. And where else could we fit one of these? Ah, we've got a whole row here that they'd probably fit in, right? Yeah. Okay, but we're out of micro builders. So let's go for the slum deconstruction hubs. Why not make a lot more of these? Well, because there's no room. That's why. That seems reasonable. There we go. That's all the buildings we can make. Let's do one more turn to turn 140. 4%. Yeah, now we're making progress. 41,000. Those guys are going into these apartments because we're up to 86,000. Almost filled a whole new mega structure in one turn there. Let's go ahead and finish the combats. We have 2 sec force here. Kill that one and that one. Over here, a lot of rebel breachers. A whole lot of slumlords. Two slumlords, 3 slumlords left. They are all going to get killed, so it's not really that big a deal. I guess I could spend mental energy on giving these predators more attacks. That guy's out of range there, though, from both of them. So let's just do a couple battle recharges. Whoops, that was dumb. Alright, and who's this guy shooting at? He is shooting at a worker predator doing 5% damage. That's no big deal. Let's try to spend our last point on getting these structures completed. Let's see if we can make more. We'll hold off on making more for now, but it does suggest 2 more slum deconstruction hubs. We have one there. Let's build one more. Alright. Looking pretty good. One more turn. Turn 141. Brings it up to 5%. Yeah, that turn we didn't really make a whole lot. So it's interesting. It's like every other turn we make a big chunk of them. Okay, combat-wise, these guys are done. I should have started another neodymium cycle, but we actually have plenty right now. Let's check the ledger real quick. The next, yeah, neodymium is still our long tail. 36 turns though, so we don't have to worry about it for a while. Let's send some of these predators up that way to help, but before we do that, let's just fight with the ones we have. It looks like this time it is all slumlords. This guy is in the most danger here. So he's gonna fight his way out. He's clear. Next, this guy is getting shot at. And the other three are here. That's a little far. I guess we're going to move in and give you some battle recharge. And then let's use some points to move these guys in. This actually might be a good place to be using the sledge because of his area effect attack. And with our final point, we're going to work on housing. Alright, anything else to build? It still says one more slum deconstruction hub. I want to wait before we do that until after these are built just to see what happens. We are running out of slums here, so we're going to have to destroy and move these to this other slum eventually. Which is in our network here, so that's interesting. I guess I should just be extending our reach in that direction, really. Okay, that was turn 141. I think that's about all the turns I have time for. So again, it's time to say thank you so much for joining me on this Heart of the Machine adventure. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am. I'd appreciate it if you click that like button. And as always, I'm going to beg you for subscriptions and comments to help the channel, help me fight the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, this has been Corknut playing Heart of the Machine with a whole lot of Predator workers. Look at all those guys. Till next time, bye-bye.